going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have another subscriber requested course for you guys. We are at today Yadkin Country Club in Yadkinville, North Carolina. This course request comes courtesy of the YouTube by the username of EasyTV. He or she said this is their home course, so should be interesting. Just a few quick housekeeping notes before we get going. I did notice when I haven't been out here in about 10 days, I think it is the last time I played out here. The last time I played was Pebble Beach, and there was one other 9-hole course. What was it? Let me check. Pebble Beach and North Haven. Both of those I was getting pretty frustrated. It seemed like for whatever reason that day, or maybe there was an update or something, there was some wonkiness. I was getting frustrated with the some of the shots and the readings that I was getting from the R10. So I think 2 days after that, I actually went to an indoor simulator place that had a Unicore, which is the overhead camera. To my knowledge, those are basically kind of like the in-between road of like a, definitely, I mean, Garmin's usually pretty budget level, but kind of in between like a Mevo Plus and like a Bushnell GC3. It's kind of in between there and then like a GC Quad and a TrackMan. I think they're around 10 grand. Overhead optical camera. Basically what I did was I recorded it. I went in and I brought the R10 with me just to do a comparison. First time using the R10 indoors, so I'm not even sure if I'm going to release the video because I'm not sure how helpful it's going to be, but the cliff notes on it, basically the summary was the R10 was pretty off. Both the dispersion left and right, there were shots that I was slicing on the Unicore, and the R10 had it going left. And everything I did just basically just the stock settings, just the current settings, the weather settings from where I was, where that place was located, and everything was a good. Same thing that I was seeing beforehand, like 2 months ago. Everything was short. But the big thing that I did notice there, they emailed me all my statistics in an Excel spreadsheet afterwards, and I found out, I already kind of knew that I have abnormally high ball flight, but that just confirmed that I was able to look at all the metrics that they sent me in the spreadsheet. Maybe I'll release those. And basically what I found out, which confirmed what I already knew basically, was my launch angle is way too high, and my apex subsequently of all my ball flights are way too high when I was comparing it to the TrackMan PGA Tour averages. So basically I think that has part to do with some of the launch monitor readings. I don't think they love my abnormally high ball flight, which is, I think, contributes to some of the short readings. But basically what I'm going to be working on, I'm not going to do anything drastic, but I want to try to, over the next maybe few weeks, few months, just try to lower my ball flight a little bit without drastically changing my swing. But besides that, I did turn this on today, the Home Tee Hero app, and it looks like there was an update in the actual Garmin Golf app, because now the courses have the slopes and the ratings for the different tee boxes, which I haven't seen before. So hopefully there's no wonkiness again with some of these shots. Hopefully everything works all right. But besides that, I think we're going to get started. Have a Garmin Approach R10 like always on the DIY level stand, Country Club Elite mat. I'm back to the Callaway balls versus those Pulsars. This is a Callaway Super Soft with that matte kind of sticky finish again. My DIY stance mat, 10x7 nets, and then again Home Tee Hero that you're seeing on screen. So shout out to EasyTV for the request, and we're going to get started at Yadkin Country Club for the first hole. Again, this is all the way back. I think these were the blue tees, whatever just the furthest back tees were. But first hole, we got 383, par 4. Looks pretty straight, so kind of hit driver up there. That was a lot of talking, so I'm just going to make sure the camera's still going. As you can see by my attire today with the leggings, it's getting pretty cold out here with the leaves and everything else. It's definitely fall time here in New England. It's about 50 degrees with the real feel of like 40, 45 degrees here today. So the leggings had to come out. Got to keep those legs warm while I'm swinging. But first driver swing, like always, I hit just 5 or 10 9-irons beforehand on the driving range within the Garmin Golf app, just to make sure everything was good. Seemed like everything was fine distance-wise and dispersion-wise. So we shall see together once we get this round underway. Oh, my foot slipped on that a little bit. Started right. I would think I was kind of off the heel. Stayed kind of straight. .266 for having my foot slip out. Usually that doesn't happen, or hasn't been happening with this mat, but that might have been a one-off kind of thing. So, second shot, we've got 117 up 5. So we're at 122. I'm gonna go a slightly choked down pitching wedge. And to lower the ball flight, I did come out here and do the range. I went live. If you guys are curious, go over and check out my TikTok page. It's pretty much just all the YouTube shorts that I put over there, but I've gone live there a couple times. I did come out and just do the driving range just for some practice sessions. I think it was the day after I went to that simulator just to try out some different things. I watched some YouTube videos of how to lower ball flight, but today all I'm going to do is just focus on, like I have been kind of in the past, just staying down and over the ball and through it, opening up my stance just a tad, and just playing it even a tad further back in my stance for most of the clubs. So again, no drastic changes, just slowly but surely try to lower that ball flight a little bit. Well, that was definitely lower, and it was pulled left. Hopefully that's not too much. That might be long left. And it is. We're off the back. 12 yards left. Again, I try to experiment back here, so I don't know how much it has to do with certain things like the weather, the R10 getting updated itself, Home T Hero Garmin app getting updated itself. Maybe switching up the balls probably isn't great. Just try to probably keep things a little more constant as much as I can, but I figure if things aren't working exactly how I want, switch up a few different things until I find the right combination between ball, R10, and whatnot. Oh, that was really fat. That should at least be on the green though. Hit about 2 inches behind the ball on that. One other thing I am trying to do is just have a little more forward press in my hands. That should help me compress the ball a little bit more and deal off the club to have a little bit lower of a ball flight. But a lot of things to think about. I want to try to do kind of one at a time if I can. Alright, second hole, par 5, we're 1 over, hitting down 1 yard, 284. Let's see if we can hit a good drive here. That was pretty far right. I almost missed the ball on that. That was off the bottom of the club. Sprayed it way right. Right behind the tree too. That's unfortunate. That is one thing that is frustrating. If any of you guys have tried to make some swing changes, either big or small, it is frustrating. You're gonna, in the process of it, to trying to get better, you're gonna have some shots that you hit thin, you hit fat, you pop way up and whatnot, but it's all part of the process. Now, unfortunately here, we are right behind this tree. So, this right here is probably the best move. Otherwise, I'm just going to bounce it right off the base of the tree. So, I'm going to take my medicine. That's 39 yards down 1, plus we'll add another 4 or so. So, we need like 45 yards. Just going to go a little punch out 8 iron. As long as it doesn't catch that tree, should be what we were looking for there, and it is. Alright, we're back in play. 231 left. That's kind of right between the 4 and the 5 hybrid. I'm going to give the 5 hybrid a go. This may come up just a tad short. I'll go 4 hybrid. I've got to do a better job of, I think I've mentioned it in other videos, and I do it sometimes on course. Instead of playing the yardage to exactly the middle of the green or the pin, actually play it towards more of the back yardage of the back of the green. That way if I don't hit one great, I still catch the green somewhat. So we're going 4 hybrid. Usually if I hit this good, this is about 240. So looking for back of the green or somewhere on. And I struck that pretty good. It should be straight as well. Yep, well, we hit our number. I'll take that all day. That was a good swing with that club. Good contact, 243. I guess I should have hit the 5, but I'll take a good swing all day long and being a little long off the green. 13 yards left, just going 50 or 60 degree. Pulled it left, but another bogey. Easy TV, if you're watching this, you'll have to let me know in the comments if this is a notoriously kind of tough course or not. Haven't had too many great shots besides that hybrid so far, but we're +2 through 2. Not ideal. 216 down 9. I'm gonna go 4-iron off the deck. Usually on course, no water up there. Usually on course, 4-iron's about 210, 215 if I hit it good. A little heavy. Pulled it left. Might be short left. Oh, we got it there. Long left. I don't know about that. Possibly. I'm still using the same settings I have been. 5300 on the altitude, 65% humidity, and 85 degrees. Maybe with the new update within this app, maybe it affected distances a little bit. That one seemed like it was a little long. There we go. That was a better shot. Grab some Gatorade real quick. I've been looking into some equipment to, while I'm out here recording these videos, simultaneously going live, ideally on a few different platforms at the same time, but I think that's going to require a good amount of extra equipment out here while I'm doing this. But in the future I may experiment going live while I'm doing these videos, so you can tune in wherever that platform may be, or if it's multiple platforms, you can tune in and watch the video live. Obviously it's not going to be as good of quality when I can edit it together with the screen recording and whatnot, but if you're available and you're curious, you can tune in live. Maybe I can answer some comments live and interact a little bit, and then later on down the road when the video gets edited, you'll see the posted version that's more kind of together. This I don't love, so we've got to go either over those trees, and that's 263. 263 down 5, or, which probably isn't the best move, over all those trees. That's probably asking for trouble. Or we go here. We can probably cut this corner a little bit. I think I'm going to go there. Hit the 5 hybrid out that way. Try to play it a little bit smarter for a change. Don't get me wrong. As I've done in the past and as I like to do, I like going for the greens if I can, but it seems like a lot of trees there that could get me into trouble. started a little right. Hopefully it doesn't catch that tree, but it should be out there. All right, 61 yards, up 1, so we're at 62, and then 10%, we'll call that another 7, so 69, nice. Gonna go 52 degree. There's a chance this goes up and over the net. A tad left. We got it to work though. It's too early to tell if there's any drastic differences with this update, but so far haven't seen anything that looks wildly off, besides maybe that one 4-iron that seemed long, but alright. 5th hole, par 4. Again, I don't love this line here over these trees. I don't know if I can get this started high enough, despite talking about my high ball flight. I don't know if I can get this started high enough to get over those trees, so I think I'm gonna have to play it out here, and again kind of lay up and take a little bit of my medicine. We're gonna go there. That's 220. I'm gonna go 5 hybrid again. That one started further left. Got to work though, cut the corner. It seems like good distance on that one. I hit that decent. Started a little left, usually comes back a little right. It seemed like that other 5 hybrid that I hit sliced by the looks of it. I didn't really see the whole shot shape, but it looked like it sliced a good amount. Not sure if that was actually what I did. I did start that one right, but 97 yards. Camera's still going, which is always a good sign. 97 yards, down 3, so we're at 94. I'm gonna go little choke down, hopefully flighted down pitching wedge. Basically try to play a 100-yard shot here and just take a little bit off of it. That was real low and thin. I'll see what happens. There's about 10 different things I guess you can do in conjunction or pick a few to lower ball flight. One of them that I did on that one was just put my weight slightly more forward, and that definitely came out lower. It came out a little lower than I would like it to, but definitely didn't pop it up, so I guess that's a step in the right direction. 6th hole, par 4. Alright, finally we're clear for takeoff here with driver. I mentioned it before. It was mainly with when I played those probably 10-20 rounds in a row with that Callaway super fast ball. This is very similar. This is just a super fast or super soft versus super fast, but it does seem to like, the Garmin likes either the color of the ball or the texture or whatever. It seems like it has more accurate readings with these type of balls, the Callaway in specific. I didn't see as much of that with the when I played those couple of rounds with the Nitro Pulsars. Low on the club face again. Should be relatively straight though. I have a feeling, because in the back of my head I know that I want to try to lower some of these ball flights. I may hit a good amount of these like that are kind of lower on the club face and thin, both with driver and irons, but it is what it is. 104, down 1, so we're at 103. It's going to be the same type of shot here with the pitching wedge. Pulled that a little left. And we got it to stay. I think both with the lower ball flight, one, compared to me launching it too high, more of a piercing ball flight, I'm actually going to get more distance on it in real life and on course. But two, I think it'll be a little bit easier for the simulators to read versus my abnormally high ball flight, which I would consider, and I would guess on average, if people hit it like I usually do, or I used to do, or I guess still do, but the higher ball flight, the Garmin, just with the algorithm, probably figures that you're really popping it up with not a whole lot of distance and speed, versus I felt like I would get some more distance out of mine, even though I would hit them high. But either way, this should make for, I would think, some better readings. Now we got another. It's having us go this way, but I don't like this front tree. We're pretty close to it. Another one of these tee shots where I'm going to have to hit 5 hybrid again. Oh, I don't even know if I can hit 5 hybrid. Can I cut this corner a little bit? That's 224, but it's down 9. I guess we got some room behind. Yeah, we got space. So we're going to go right there. 5 hybrid again off the tee. Started left again, hopefully it doesn't catch the trees. Decent shot. Alright. 196 down 11. So that's 185, or 186, 180, yeah, 185. That is right in between a 7 and a 6. So I think I'm going to go 6. Club up just a little bit. So play this towards usually 190. We've got water short and all the way along the left side. So I'm going to aim just a little right. Oh, that was super fat and left. Hopefully that's not in the water. Stay short. That was probably the worst swing yet, besides that 60 degree. Alright, 59, no slope, but we're in the rough, so we'll call that another 6. So we need 65. I'm going to go 52 degree. Should be decent, a little left. I didn't swing super hard, but a little short. It was straight, but waste of a stroke. 14 yards, 10%, so I'll call that another, I don't know, 2 yards. We need like 16. I'm gonna go 60 degree. Left again. Came out a little hot. Long left, but we're on the green. Eighth hole, par 3. Or 4 over. Certainly not lighting it up, but alright, 195, and we got water short. So I'm going to hit my 5 iron, usually about 200 on course. Give ourselves a little extra room here instead of trying to muscle up the 6 to make sure we get over that water. a little heavy in left. I would think it would cover. Yeah, just a little short left. $15 up 1, so this is going to stop a little bit when it hits. So we're at 16, plus we'll call it another 2, so we need 18 yards. Going 60. Should be decent, might be a little short. Yeah. I think that was longer than 12 yards, but alright, back's starting to warm up a little bit. Hopefully, we got a decent score here on this 9th hole, and then the back 9, we play a little bit better score-wise. Not super disappointed so far with some of my strikes. I've been keeping it lower. I've hit some decent ones. That couple good hybrids, that 5 hybrids decent, that 4 hybrid was good. Haven't really hit a good drive yet. Wedges are kind of so-so. But that's all going to change right here. We're going to hit a good drive, good second shot. Try to get a bird here on this 9th before we make the turn. A little bit better, still wasn't 100%, but I should draw a little bit to the left. It could be too, since these Callaways are a more expensive, more premium ball compared to those Nitro Pulsars. It could just be, I was reading reviews online on Amazon on the super fast and super softs, these matte ones, and some people were saying they were getting an extra like 10-15 yards off the club, so these could just be hotter off the club. So maybe the settings are the same, but this ball is just a little bit longer. 228. So we're gonna go 5 hybrid again, see if we can keep this train rolling with decent strikes. Hit it decent, that's probably gonna fade. And it is, get up there. Alright, we'll take that. Grab some Gatorade before this back 9. I think that was a par, so we didn't get our bird, but unless that was a par 5, but I don't think it was. Alright, back 9, here we go. We're 4 over through 9, 378. Looks pretty open up there. We're going to take this line right there. The more I play with these Callaway balls, the more I like them, so probably should have just spent the extra money in the first place and bought these instead of the Nitros, but it is what it is. I think I've already lost 1 or 2 of those, so I'll probably just put them in the bag, keep these for the simulator back here. Kind of push that one right. $281 though, I'll take that. Definitely nice coming out here when you haven't played in a couple days. Back feels nice and fresh compared to multiple days in a row of playing when you get pretty fatigued. The swing speed goes down. I feel relatively quick. Not that the consistency is great and the strikes are great, but swing speed feels alright. 112, no slope. We're in the fairway, so choke down pitching wedge. Gonna choke down about an inch or so. maybe 1.5 inches. Oh, it was so thin. Hopefully that gets lucky and rolls up. Or off the back. Exactly what I was talking about with the lower ball flight. There's going to be a good amount of those probably for a couple weeks until I actually get my kind of stock shot, the muscle memory ingrained to where I'm just used to, again, all those things. A little more forward press, weight a little more forward, ball a little bit further back, not finishing with my hands as high, try to finish it with my hands a little bit lower, kind of just imagining and trying to make it feel more so of like a, not like a punch shot, but more like a lower punch shot that you try to do. +1, par to start the back nine. 11th hole, par 3. All right, so we got 183 down 13. So we're at 170. I'm gonna go 8 iron. Now these are the clubs in particular. Pretty much 8 through pitching wedge. I was really struggling with popping them up, so this will be the test. These are, for me, the hardest clubs to stay lower. Pushed it right. Into the water. Man. That was kind of what I was talking about. That was kind of a little bit more of a higher ball flight. Popped it up just a tad. But that cost us a stroke. That's tough. 36 with the slope, and then we'll add another 4, so we're at 40. I'm gonna go 52. Make sure we clear this water. Alright, that one, there's no way. Again, I don't know if it has to factor in maybe the kind of grass that I'm in, but there's no way that was 20 yards. That was definitely longer than that. That was like a little bit off of a 50-yard shot. 15 yards, but can't expect a lower end launch monitor to pick it up every single shot exactly. It's gonna be an ugly score right there. At least we got the +1. Double bogey, yikes. Alright, 12th hole, par 4. We got trees all over the place. Where are we going? What does this layout look like? So there's a massive dog leg left. This is crazy. So I need to aim. I can't even really, I guess I could go, could I go here? That's asking for trouble. I'm good with these 3 trees in front. That 4th tree right where the line's going over could be an issue, and then there's all trees behind it. That's 240 that way. Can we go this way? I think I'm gonna take this line, risk it for the biscuit a little bit. If I don't clear these trees, this could be a rough hole. So I need 2. I'm gonna go 4 hybrid right there. We'll see what happens. Probably not the smartest move, but I'm getting kind of tired of laying up significantly back. shot came out a little low and left. Oh man, we caught multiple of those trees. That's exactly what we did not want to happen. Alright, let's see if we can scramble out of these. Looks like we have kind of a look. I gotta get this up and over. 77. I'm actually gonna switch the ball. I'm gonna switch with this regular kind of glossy finish Callaway pink ball. And I'm gonna open up a 52. I need 77 down 3, so we're at 74. Plus we'll call it another 7-8 yards, so we need just over 80 yards here. I'm gonna open up my 52. There's a very high chance this goes way over the net, but good shot though. I mean, we're in the bunker. That went so far back. That went straight through. I don't know if I'm finding that. I didn't even hear it come down. It didn't catch any of the trees. That was the shot we were looking for. Unfortunately, we were in the bunker, and I'm probably just lost that ball, but alright. Let's see if they fix any of these bunkers. So, like I've explained in the past, the fairway bunkers, they all say 20%. So you would assume it's just an extra 10% compared to the rough, but in my experience, the fairway bunkers actually play like 30, 40, sometimes even 50%, and then these greenside bunkers play anywhere from 40, 50, 60% reduction. So we're at 25, down 1, which is 24. 20% would be 5 yards. I think it's going to be at least 10 or 15. So 10 would be 34. I think I need like a 40-yard shot here. So I'm going to go 52 again. Basically try to, in my head, play a 50-yard shot and just take a little bit off of it like I was doing the other one. We'll see what happens. Yeah, good shot there. 27 yards. That was basically 40, in my opinion, and what I've used to playing on course and whatnot. That felt like a 45, 50-yard shot. It actually came out a little hot too, so that could have been 55. 13th hole par 3. Now we're +6. Jeez. EZTV is doing us dirty with this suggestion. Granted, I'm not playing great, but I don't know if this is in the hills of Yadkinville, North Carolina, but there's a bunch of trees, and some of these layouts of these holes are pretty tough. Luckily, this is pretty straightforward. 154, par 3. I'm going to go 9-iron. Should be just a nice, smooth, stock 9-iron if I hit it well. Usually on course, anywhere from 150, 160. Usually right around that 155 number. I like that swing. Came out lower, it was straight, struck it well. I should get there. We'll take that. Feel like I held off the follow through just a tad. Supposed to be, allegedly, more controllable if you flight down your balls a little bit more, especially if it's windy. When it's windy on course, and I had previously, I guess still currently again, but that high ball flight, if it's windy out, it really eats it up if I pop it up. Alright, another one with this tree right here. I don't love this, but we're gonna go and hit driver. Hopefully we get it started up and over this corner of the tree here. Better contact, started right. It's probably gonna fade. I don't know if that's coming back a whole lot. We catch the tree, of course. Gotta love it. 227 up 8. What do we have up here? We got a bunker. So that puts us at 235. I think I'm gonna go 4 hybrid. This is that number kind of right between the 4 and the 5. In case I don't hit this great, give myself a little extra yardage out of the 4. Pushed it right, but decent contact. Rough killed the distance, but pretty close to pin high. I just pushed it right, so that's pretty accurate. 16 yards down 1, 15, so this is going to roll out just a tad when it hits. 15 yards and we'll call it another 2. Need 17, going to go 60 degree. Caught the mat beforehand, but it was straight, so that should be at least on the green. Fifteenth hole, par 5. All right, need a good drive here. I'm gonna take that line right there, I believe, and we'll go right there. We're down 7 yards, which will help, but I'm gonna make sure I actually make some decent contact and get over that little stream thing. Oh, that was way right. And a penalty stroke into the trees. Man, bad tee shot there. That was way off the toe. Just dead right from the start. Well, it cost us a penalty stroke, but at least we have a shot here. I'm gonna have to lay up, but we've got 169 to where we're aimed. And from what I could tell before, I've realized it in the past few rounds, the 10% I believe is the 10%. You have to take it into account of the total total hole, not where you're aiming. So it's not 10% of 169, it's 10% of 258. So instead of being 16 yards extra, it's gonna be 25 yards extra, I believe. Either way, right there is 172 up 9, so we're at 181, and then we'll call it 25 yards on top of that. So I'm gonna go 4 iron. Scratch that, I'm going 5 hybrid. Hopefully I don't catch this tree. I'm just gonna aim, I'll go there. I've got some room a little bit long and hopefully it fades. Oh, as I almost fall over. That was thin and low and left. Not sure if we caught the tree, but that rough just ate it up. We're out of the trees though. Unfortunately, it cost us a penalty stroke. 139 up 8. So that puts us at 147. And then 10% is going to be, we'll call it another 15. So 157. 162-ish. Gonna go 8 iron. Decent shot there. It looked like I caught it when it came out of the grass. It looked like it just like barely made it out of the grass. It looked like it was trying to grab it, but I don't mind that swing. That, I think, is the ball flight that I want. That felt, usually, I would say that came out low and thin, but it came out, I think that's more of what the ball flight I'm looking for. So I got to kind of adjust my expectations in my eye for when I hit those. Alright, 7 over through 15, 16th hole par 4. We got the tree right next to us again on this tee box, which I don't love. We've got water up there, we've got water long. I'm going to aim right there, see what happens with the driver. If I can, ideally I just hit it straight, but if I can, I kind of need to start this one a little left. Kind of worried about that tree hanging out there, but and I started it right. Looks like I made it through there though. Alright, 134, down 1, we're at 133, and then 10% is going to be another 13, 14 yards. So 144, or 143 rather, and then the 4, 147. It's kind of in between pitching wedge and 9. I'm going to go softer 9. We're just trying to muscle up a pitching wedge. Now I'm going to have to decide if I feel like in a few weeks, maybe even a few months, if I can get this lower ball flight down. This would be, I'm thinking, would be a curious situation if I'm better off choking down on the club and still playing a lower ball flight, or go back to my higher ball flight, which will subsequently take a little bit yardage off, play it higher, which with more of a fuller swing. So instead of like a, call it 155 stock, lower, more piercing compared to what I do now, 9 iron, and then choking down like an inch and a half to play it to like 145 or whatever we need. Maybe I'm better off just to go back to my regular swing as of now, try to hit a full 9 iron, but because it goes higher, we'll take a little bit distance off. Not sure which one would be more consistent. For this one, I'm choking down. I'm gonna try to keep it a little bit lower. That was real low and left. Right into the bunker. Alright, here we go again with these yardages out of the bunker. 22 yards, up 2, so this is definitely going to stop once it hits. So we're at 24. 20% would be 4 or 5 yards. I think I need at least 10 or 15. So 10 would be 34. 39 would be 15. Basically, again, I'm going to hit a 52 and try my best to play about a 35, 40 yard shot here. That might be a little long. That was closer to like 45, 50, and it came up short. At least I kind of know what I have to do, but that's kind of frustrating if you're a newer user and haven't really experimented a whole lot. Luckily, I kind of have a feel for how far most of my clubs go on course, what I'm used to. But if you were strictly a R10 user or newer to simulator golf or newer to golf in general, you would think that was a 20-yard shot. Granted, you had the 20%, but that was in reality close to like a 50-yard shot. 17th hole, we're 7 over. We need a bird. I don't think. Let me check the scorecard. We've had, oh, we got one bird. So we did have a bird. That was a par 5 on the 9th. Not great besides that. Need a good drive here. There we go. That was one of the better swings. Still wasn't 100%, but decent launch on it, pretty straight. Gonna turn over a little left. And 285 right down the middle. We'll take that all day long. 109 left, up 1, so we need 110. Whew, when that wind blows, it is chilly out here. Gonna go choke down pitching wedge, 110. These type of shots I think will have the most amount of improvement and be the most challenging to flight lower. If I can flight this 110 yard shot with a pitching wedge lower, I should be able to do it easier with all my other clubs. That's what I was looking to do. Hopefully it's not too much. It came out kind of hot. Not enough. 90 yards. I don't know about that one, but that was the shot I was trying to do. So 19 yards, down 1, so it's going to roll out just a tad when it hits. We're at 18, and we'll call it another 2, so we need 20 yards. Going to go 60 degree. That was really thin. That might be off the back of the green. Crazy how you're working on something like, I know some people maybe you're the opposite. Maybe you are notoriously hit the ball too low and you're trying to get more height on it, but it's crazy how, for me, I'm trying to lower my ball flight, but I still want a decently high ball flight with my driver to hit up on it. That's just a completely different swing. The hybrids are kind of in between, and then I want all my irons to be lower, but then I want still some height on these wedges, so it's almost like a different type of shot every single, different type of swing, different kind of setup, every single shot. But that's golf for you, I suppose. 18th hole, par 5. Let's get a bird here. Gonna aim right there, down 4 yards. Narrow fairway, but see if we can put another good one out there. It was hit decent again. That one started a little further right. Hopefully it comes back. Oh, it's kind of staying right, but .279. Granted, that was down, what I say, 4 yards, so it was like 275. We're right under these trees now, unfortunately, and we got another one right in front. So it's probably a better move to go out here. And from here, I need, that's 220, I guess I could go short. I could go here. It's probably a better move. Right there. So that's 194, down 3. So that's 193, and then 10%, not of 193, but of 216, which would be like 22 yards. So I need, what would that be? 201. 211. I'm gonna go 5 hybrid, just in case there's a chance we catch this tree that we're under the branch. So if that's the case, the 5 will be, the added distance will be good. If not, if we make it through, I'll probably be in that bunker long, but we've got some room back there, so it's either between this or the 4 iron, but I feel like I can make some better contact with the 5 hybrid. started left, decent swing though, should fade a little. Well, we put it right where we were aiming. 32 yards. Let's see, I'm gonna go 52 again. 32 yards, and then we're in the rough, so call it another 3-4 yards, so 35, 36. I'm gonna play, we'll see. I'm gonna play again. Usually I choke down to right around my left, or my right thumb right at the end of the grip here. It's usually right around 50 yards, so that's with a fuller swing. If I take a little bit off it, this should be right around 40 yards. We'll see what happens. That one's not. That one I caught heavy. I popped it up to the right. It's probably a good thing too. Alright, well, grab some Gatorade. Make sure the camera's still going for this recap. So, from Yadkin Country Club, hopefully I'm saying that right, in Yadkinville, North Carolina, again courtesy of the subscriber by the name of EZTV. This was he or she's home course. Shout out to you for the request. We ended up with a plus 880. Definitely not great, but we've played worse. There was actually some pretty challenging tee shots here with all those trees and some of the lines that it wanted us to take, and then we were kind of forced to take subsequently. But 40 on the front, 40 on the back, only one bird. Back was actually a little bit better besides that 11th hole, which is a double bogey, which was tough. But we started out 3 bogeys in a row, then we went 3 pars, bogey, bogey, birdie, and then the back was all pars besides 2 bogeys and a double bogey. But we hit 8 out of 14 fairways. We'll take that. That's slightly over 50%. 5 out of 18 greens in regulation. That's a little low, but that has to do partly with me trying to mess with my lower ball flight a little bit. We were coming up either short or going long on some of them, and then 28 putts across 36 holes. That's actually not too bad, or across 18 holes rather, which would be 36. So we're definitely under 2 putts a hole. That's closer to like 1.5, so that's actually not too bad. There was a few plus ones in there, but that's what I have. Hopefully you enjoyed some of those updates. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that video of when I compared the indoor R10 to the Unicore. There's no debating, and I've seen it in multiple forms. The R10 just performs way better outside, like this kind of setup compared to inside, and then even compared to this setup compared to the driving range, it just radar does better when it can track the whole ball flight. So it was kind of rough. It wasn't really that great of a comparison, but the main takeaway, like I said, was I found out that I really need to lower my ball flight, which should help improve some distances and accuracy, score-wise, everything else. So that was a good takeaway from that. Let me know in the comments. Give me the name of the golf course and the location. There's a very high chance if it's your home course or you've played it or heard of it, that I'll be able to play it back here. So if you'd like to see me play one of those, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Go over and check out my TikTok channel. It's just Hosel Rocket Golf, same thing as YouTube. Be on the lookout for some live videos coming soon, and I'll see you guys at the next course.